I think he's quit on Bobby Valentine, and he's quit on this team. And I would release him or try to make a trade or move him. I just think what's happened here is just can't go backwards to what it was. I know people still, he helped them win a World Series and all the stuff, and they admire him for that. But the outings and the stuff that's happened with him, you just got to question it. You know, there was that missed start earlier this year. We had a back problem, and then he flipped out when people said that they saw him playing golf. And you just thought, this doesn't look like the same guy to me. I think he needs a change of scenery, and they need to get him out of Boston. It looks like he's quit. I'm sorry to say that, because he's a competitor.
I would not go so far as to release Josh Beckett.
Why?
Because Bobby said yesterday, Bobby Valentine, he still thinks they're a playoff team. And
they are only 5.5 back in the wild card race, and there's 2 wild cards this year.
They'd have to go like 34-17.
Good luck with that.
Now make it 34. 35 because they lost at home.
Starting a 10-game road trip.
But potentially, could they get on a roll? Yes, they could. Now, the reason this question is killing me is that, Rob, once upon a time, I was making the case that Josh Beckett was the greatest postseason pitcher ever because I could support it. And could we see that video of him closing out?
Yep.
This is the closeout game 6 at Yankee Stadium, Rob, 0-3. The Marlins win it all because of that guy.
I remember it well.
He shut down the Yankees at Yankees. I was there that night. I think you were there. And it was awesome. It was awe-inspiring that he stuck it to him at Yankee Stadium. I thought I would never see that. And there were many other playoff games that we can talk about. But I'm with you. I called him starting 2 years ago. Josh lost it because I don't know what happened. Bad back. Started to get overweight. He was the face of the collapse last year with the chicken and beer in the clubhouse, right?
And he's been very flip and sarcastic.
Very. To the point that I don't think he's quit on Bobby as much as he's just quit on baseball, like he's semi-retired.
You think so, really?
But Theo, before Theo left and went to the Cubs, gave him a 4-year, he's 2 years into a 4-year deal. He's making $15.7 million a year. I mean, is that some easy money? Now, one quick point of defense on Josh Beckett. He had just gone 12 straight starts without allowing a home run, which is the longest stint in Red Sox history since 1948. So he had that going for him. I'm not sure that's a big deal because, like you say, his ERA is just pathetic. And, Rob, the Rangers will do to a lot of pitchers what they did to Beckett. Wouldn't you agree, that lineup?
I agree. But going into the season, I heard all kinds of stuff from spring training about the pitchers and the Bobby Valentine. He was rubbing a lot of guys the wrong way.
Well, he rubs everybody the wrong way.
I know.
But still, it was supposed to be a great one, too, with Beckett and Lester.
And both of them are having terrible years, and that's why they're not playoff teams. Neither. If you're a number 1 and number 2 starter on winning games, there's no way you're going to make
But I keep seeing little bursts. They finally got Carl Crawford back, and they finally got Ellsbury back, and they got rid of Youkilis, who, for all of his talent, he wasn't a Bobby Valentine fan either. So
now he's tearing it up for Chicago.
He is tearing it up. But still, there's enough talent there they could get on some roll. I mean, you're going to eat that. You owe him $32 million.
You should have tried to move him at the trade deadline.
For what? Some chicken and beer? I mean, really? That's
expensive. $30 million worth of chicken and beer.
He has a big damaged goods label now. I mean,
I don't know. He's got back issues. I have no
But you might say a change of scenery. Think about next year having this guy. Do you know what I mean? Like even when the Padres got rid of Jake Peavy, remember he was injured. I'm not saying the same, but he was injured. They let him go on, and now look what he's doing for the White Sox. He struggled a couple of years, but now he's kind of gotten back to where he was. So am I saying Beckett can't bounce back at some point? I just think the ride in Boston is over.
Okay, but bottom line to this discussion, if there's any shot at a miracle run, you'd rather have Beckett than not have Beckett.
Not pitching the way he's pitching, Skip, because with that, they're not going to make the playoffs.